Ah,
There we go. Hi.
yeah. Hi, fantastic. So it's 11 o'clock. I'm Rosemary Farrow, and 11 we have got Dave Taylor for 30 minutes. Just a little bit about Dave. So Dave owns Dave Taylor Massage. He teaches Raynor Massage, and it was only recently that I found out what an interesting history you had, Dave, and how you got into massage. Because I think for most people, getting into massage does not involve dangling over a cliff after a car accident.
No, I got a little shiver there. No, it doesn't. Yeah. No, that's what happened. Yeah, that was the turning point. That was it.
Yeah.
Over in Menorca. Yeah, and here I am today, talking to you live from lockdown.
with a lockdown beard as well, a magnificent
well, I never had a beard before all of this. I had a bit of a baby face, to be honest with you, and yeah, I'm booked in next week to get it all groomed.
No, or just groomed, not removed, groomed.
Trimmed and yeah, I'm going to keep the beard. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. So Dave's really going to be talking to people about what he says is the value of deep tissue massage for therapists. It's going to be an interesting talk. Dave understands the value of deep tissue literally from that accident outwards, don't you, Dave?
Yeah, that is true. So yes, so my name is Dave, and as Rosemary mentioned, I own my own training school, which is Dave Taylor Massage Training. I trained and qualified as a massage therapist back in 2010. And I didn't hang around. I got my qualification on the Friday, and on the Monday, I opened up the doors of my clinic, which still runs to this day. I've actually since moved, so I now have two premises. I have a clinic up in Sutton, which is where I've always worked, and there's now 3 therapists who work there. And I'm now based down in Hastings, and I feel rather privileged because I have a home clinic down here in Hastings. Then in 2015, I retrained to teach, and I opened up my own training school. And since then, I have helped hundreds of people achieve their goal of having a fulfilling and rewarding career as a massage therapist. And I think maybe one of the reasons why I'm interested to talk today is that when I took the approach of teaching, you know, I thought about what my speciality is, and really what I've honed in on is I'm not just there to teach people how to massage. And the honest truth is, and a lot of people don't like me saying this, it's not difficult to massage, and it's not difficult to learn to massage, and it's not difficult for me to teach somebody how to massage. I found what the real trick is actually how to turn that into a business. So as well as teaching some amazing massage techniques and skills, I specifically teach a therapy called Raynor Massage. I feel like I specialize in teaching people the business of massage. So many people have come to me for training, and they've said things like, you know, Dave, I've done the course, I've done the training, I qualified 3 years ago, but I haven't done anything with it, and I didn't know where to start, I didn't have the confidence, I didn't know where to get the experience. So why become a massage therapist, or what type of people should become or could become a massage therapist? So I'm going to break it down to 3 categories. So we definitely get people who are just looking for a brand new career. So these could be either people who have already had a career and want to do something different. And very often these are people who want to do something that is more fulfilling, more rewarding, something that helps people. And of course, you know, having a business that you can run and control yourself. You know, Rosemary touched on this earlier, and that definitely was it for me. My life was chaotic and crazy before I changed my career, and there's lots of different reasons why I did it. But it was definitely a whole change of career for me that I was looking for. Other people who come to train with me are existing massage therapists who just want to learn a new technique and have a lot more focus on their business. And then I also get existing therapists who work in a similar field who want to expand their offering to their clients. So a great example of this is maybe like a yoga teacher or a Pilates teacher. I struggle to think of a training course that I've done where I've not had a yoga teacher or a Pilates teacher or similar. And actually in the same mold as that is, like, say, personal trainers. So a lot of personal trainers, a lot of yoga teachers, a lot of that type of thing. So they already have an existing, client base, and as the personal trainer sometimes says, they break them down with the training and then want to fix them with the therapy. And again, if you're doing something like yoga and people are particularly stiff and tight and sore, then being able to combine massage therapy with that can be beneficial. But of course, in addition to all of these things, something that you might want to consider is massage can be a wonderful gateway to lesser known therapies. So just, I was talking to a friend yesterday actually about this, and I'm just going to use craniosacral therapy as an example. The honest truth is a lot of lay people, a lot of just regular people wouldn't know what that is. To some extent, people don't even know what reflexology is. There's different treatments. I've had people come to me, for example, they specialize in, emotional release work. And it's getting your clients to that stage. And the reason why massage can be really useful for this is, let's be honest, everybody knows what massage is, like everybody. You don't need to explain or describe what massage is. So again, you could have another therapy that you're very passionate in and you're struggling to advertise or market that. Whereas if you offer something like massage, then you can then upsell your other therapy to your massage clients. One thing I have discovered, though, going back to, say, the personal trainers, I often get personal trainers who come to me and they say that their goal is, to be a personal trainer and occasionally offer their clients some massage therapy. But actually, what often ends up happening is they become massage therapists who occasionally offer their clients some personal training. And they say that because, again, it's just a much easier product or an easier thing to sell, because it's feel good, isn't it? And I don't mean particularly in a just even a relaxing way, but if you're sore or you've got aches or pains and your mobility is not great, obviously having a massage treatment is a really good experience. So coming back to my point about everybody understands what massage is, one thing I'd like to touch on today is about the marketing of massage. So for example, I've maybe had a student who's somebody who's graduated from my training, and they contact me and they're panicking because another massage therapist has opened up in town, and they're scared that they're going to the business is going to be diluted. And I've never found this an issue. Getting clients for massage should never be an issue. And the approach that I always take to this, especially when I'm teaching or mentoring, is I first of all say, what is massage? Let's define what massage is. And for me, massage, or the goal of massage is to find tension in the body and get rid of it. That's it. That's a good, simple explanation. And that's, as a massage therapist, that's my target. Every move I ever make, I'm thinking, where's this person's tension? And then when I find the tension, what can I do to get rid of this tension? That's it. So coming back to selling massage, I then asked the question, which people, in society wouldn't be better off with having less tension in their body? And, it's not even a trick question, because the answer really is, like, there's nobody that wouldn't be better off, I don't think, with having less tension in their body, which means that pretty much everybody out there, everybody, is a potential client. So the skill really with this is just how to get that message out to there. And again, that's not it doesn't have to be as difficult as some people think. It's all about getting the message clear and sharp. So I guess this might lead on to, you've decided that you would like to maybe train in massage therapy or become a massage therapist. So I guess a good thing to discuss is, how do you choose a massage training course? And I know this can be an absolute minefield for a lot of people. Again, from my own experience of running training courses, I would probably say about 70% of the people who train with me have been thinking about it for about 2 years before they actually book. People talk about stalking me on social media and just coming in and out, looking at the website, and they just go round and round and round and round in circles before actually getting to the point of booking the course. And it is right, of course, to put a lot of consideration into the type of training course that you choose, because all massage isn't equal and all massage training routes are not equal. So if I could give anybody some advice about this, the first thing I would do is I would ask you to think about what type of massage practitioner you would like to be. And I'm actually going to simplify this, and I'm going to break it into 2 categories. So you're either going to have your beauty therapy style massage therapist, so somebody who offers a variety of beauty style massage treatments, generally going to be working in a spa or a hotel or something like this. Not always, but in most cases, I would say that these are jobs where you're employed, where you have an employer, where you probably do a working day, 9 to 5 or whatever the hours is, and you just earn your hourly rate, and so on. So that's one way of being a massage therapist. And very often, the majority of people who are going to come to you are just looking for a relaxing, potentially feel good experience. Or you have the other side, which is you want to offer a treatment which is therapeutic in nature. And you can call this 100 different things. You can call this deep tissue, you can call this sports massage, you could call it remedial massage, therapeutic massage. I teach Raynor massage, but we're talking about something which has got a therapeutic aim, and I pinpoint that as finding tension in the body and getting rid of it. So obviously you then want to find a training course that's more suited towards that area. I guess the other thing is you want to consider is your goal to be employed by somebody? And the truth is, I do ask people to consider this a lot, because very often in this country, massage therapists, when they're employed, it's a fairly low paid job. It's a fairly low hourly rate compared to the amount of hours of massage you have to do every day. But it's certainly a viable option for people. So do you want to be employed, or do you want to run, get your own clients and earn your own money directly. And again, the reason this is important is because if you're looking to be employed by somebody, then this might very much restrict the training route that's available to you, because the employer may only recognize or they might favor very specific training courses. It might not even be the particular training course that you want to do. So I always say, if you're looking to be employed as a massage therapist, the first thing to do is seek out your potential places of employment, and then find out which training course it is that they, that they demand of the therapist, and then you're kind of limited to these options. Of course, if you're looking to be self-employed, and self-employed can be a combination of, well, it can be working from home, it can be working mobile to other people's homes or to offices, or you can just rent a space, or you can find a therapy room or a therapy centre, and you can rent a treatment room. And that's often a lot easier than people think. Very often you can get a pay-as-you-go basis, even on an hourly basis, when you just rent the room for between 3 and 4 pitch up, see your client and leave, and you just pay the, whatever it is for that particular hour. Now, if you're looking to be self-employed, then in a sense, the world is your oyster, because it doesn't really matter the course you choose, because it's not an employer that has to verify it. One thing, though, that's really important to consider when you're looking for a training course is the training course going to give you the ability to get insurance, to get your own professional indemnity insurance. So is the qualification that you're going to receive going to be recognised by the leading professional indemnity insurance providers? That's a really key thing to consider when looking at your training course options. And then, of course, I won't dwell too long on this aspect, but if I could give anybody advice about choosing a training course, I would say, number one, reviews, online reviews. Look at the training providers' Google reviews, look at their Facebook reviews, and get a real feel for what people have said about that particular training course. And then the other thing that I would maybe try and inquire with the training provider is, do they have a directory of graduates that are successfully running their own business? And I would have a look at that, and then maybe even hook up with a therapist who's done that training route, that's practicing near you, and go for a treatment, and then get to experience what it is that they've learned, and then decide whether that's something that you would like to do. So these are all key points I would maybe ask you to consider when trying to find your training course. Something else I would maybe consider is this, is a lot of people think that having lots of different styles of massage under your belt means that you're going to be open to a lot more clients. And I find the opposite to be true. So I find that, and look, obviously there's success stories with all of this, so I don't want to generalize completely, but very often when people contact me and they say they're struggling with their business, and they're not able to charge the money that they feel that they're worth, for example, when I look at their websites, very often what I see is this massive big menu of treatments that's available, from Indian head massage, hot stones massage, bamboo massage, head and shoulder massage, sports massage, and so on and so on and so on. And it just gives a very confusing mixed message, I think, to the client who's looking for the massage. And very often with that particular therapist, what you find is that they are okay at all of these therapies, but not particularly excellent at any of them. So they don't have a real speciality. It's that kind of jack of all trades, master of none. And don't forget that I said when you want to think about what type of therapist you want to be, whether it's going to be, working in a beauty salon or doing something more therapeutic in nature, in my experience, clients are very black and white with that either. So they either want a relaxing beauty style experience with the lovely soft oils, the luscious oils and dolphins singing in the background, or they want something more therapeutic in nature. And if your website is giving mixed messages of both of these things, you very often they'll turn away, because the person who wants a good, strong therapeutic massage is not going to want to go to a beauty salon type feel. And maybe I'm not explaining. I think what I mean is they're going to be worried that the treatment they receive is not going to be strong and therapeutic. So again, my advice is choose the thing the style that you want to do, and then just double down on that with your marketing and your advertising. And I guess, really what I'm trying to say is decide what it is you want to do, and then be amazing at that thing. Be really, really good, become well known, become an expert in that particular thing that it is that you do. Another bit of advice I would maybe like to give to you is, a lot of people have this idea that, they have to be able to cater for every client, and that they don't have a choice in their clients. And this isn't true. As a massage therapist, to some extent, you get to choose your clients. And I don't accept every booking. I often see that some clients are not good. They're looking for the wrong therapist when they're speaking to me. So how do you get to choose your clients? Again, it's about thinking, what type of service do I want to offer? Who do I want to cater for? And then throw all of that into the imagery that you use and the wording that you use on your website or your social media advertising or whatever. For example, in my own website as a therapist, which is davetaylormassage.co.uk, I think within my first paragraph, I say something like, this is not a fluffy massage. This is a deep tissue therapeutic massage. I make it very clear, if you're looking for that style of massage, don't come to me. And that's awesome, because then I get the clients, the right clients coming to me. And again, another reason why this is important is because if I get somebody who's looking for, say, a more beauty salon style experience, and that's not what I offer, they're not going to be 100% satisfied, which means I'm not going to get great reviews, and they're not going to want to reward me properly for the service that I do, or come back or see a value in it. And that can be very disheartening for the therapist as well. So very often when I see people struggling with their business, it's because they've got the wrong clients. They've literally invited the wrong clients that are not suitable for them and the service that they offer. So yeah, don't give out mixed messages with your, with your advertising. So I can see that there's about 5 minutes left of my time. What I haven't seen, I don't even know if anybody's watching me. I can't even see if there's anybody here. I don't know whether Rosemary's still there, but I'm just going to ask whether Rosemary's got any questions that she would like to ask me, or whether she's picked up on anything from the stream that she might want to interject with, or ask me any questions before we bring this to a finish. For all I know, this whole stream could have been cut dead and I could just be sitting in my room talking to my dog.
You are so not talking to your dog, Dave, though maybe you are as well, which is fine. We are absolutely live and going out. We've got people watching, and I think the great thing about this is that because it's being recorded, people can come back and watch it as well.
Right.
Oh, I missed that one, but I'll see it later. It's also the value of Facebook Live. You don't have to actually start watching it when it starts broadcast. I find that quite a lot. So actually, do you know one of the messages that's coming across, and I think it's going to come across through most of today, is about the need to really specialise and not be a generalist. And this is a message which is coming across from other speakers. And I think that the point that you're making very strongly is to really ensure your marketing materials match where you want to be.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to just show you something really quickly. Hang on. So I decided that I wanted to have a more therapeutic nature with my clients. So I had to really think about my imagery and my marketing. And I don't know how well you can see that, but that's my leaflet. And I think again, if you look inside, you know, there's not a lotus flower to be seen. There's no sign of a singing dolphin anywhere. And it's not that I've got an issue with that other type of therapy, but it's not what I offer. So people looking at this, and again, if you look at some people who train with me, they say, but Dave, not everybody likes a strong massage, or not everybody likes a deep tissue massage, you know, when I'm teaching. And I say, you're absolutely right. And it's really important that these people don't come to me. And for that reason, the name of my business is Dave Taylor, and then in bold, Deep Tissue Therapeutic Massage. So if you don't like deep tissue therapeutic massage, you're an idiot if you book with Dave Taylor Deep Tissue Therapeutic Massage. So yeah, getting your branding and your messaging is really important.
Okay, and I love dolphin music, okay? I also love but we've got a question from Dev Ray, and she says, hello, I like what you say about specialising. I think this is, as I said, I think it's a message who's just got to absolutely get loud and clear. I specialise in deep tissue massage, but I'd still like to mention my qualifications in Swedish massage, etc., to show I've got lots of qualifications. Also, isn't it important to have different therapy pages for SEO purposes?
Great question. Okay, I'm going to answer both of it. Look, I've massaged thousands of people in my career, literally thousands. Not a single phone call has ever been, hey, I'm really thinking of booking with you, but can you tell me what your qualifications are? I've literally never had a single person ask me that. I'm in my treatment room now. I don't portray them on my wall. So my quick answer to that question is, it's not as important as you think it is. Honestly, whether you've got a qualification in Swedish massage and sports massage and deep tissue, or level 5 or level 4 or level 9, people are not interested in that. What people are interested in is the message that you give across in your advertising, but much more importantly is your online reviews and what people say about you. If you've got 50 online reviews saying that you're amazing, then trust me, that's the only thing that people are going to be worried about. So I would say, look, I'm not saying don't do it. If you want to stick it on your website, do it. But I don't even have any of my qualifications on my website, or so I don't think it's honestly that important. If the defining moment for a client coming to see you is whether you've got a qualification in Swedish massage or not, I would say there's something really wrong with the rest of your marketing and the message that you're giving across.
One thing I'm going to cut in on, because I think she's also saying about SEO. And
yeah, I'm going to answer that one.
I was going to say, if you haven't got Google My Business, absolutely essential to do a Google My Business page and
100%
to review on that.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, so the two ways to get your reviews are Google My Business and like your Facebook page, and they're both free. They're both quick and easy to get up and running. With regards to the reviews, again, so for my training school, I think I've got something like over 150 consistently 5-star reviews. I'm not saying this to boast. I'm saying this because people say to me, oh, Dave, you're so lucky to have all these great reviews. And I say, honestly, it's got nothing to do with luck. Like, the more I ask people to leave me reviews, the luckier I seem to be. I really put myself out there. I double down on it. I make it part of my business to ask for reviews, to follow up asking for reviews, and then follow up again. And I really work hard at that. So I would absolutely say that, and a lot of people just get embarrassed. So I don't like to do that. I just like they say things like, I like my treatment to speak for itself. And if you like it, you know, and honestly, don't just say to it. The tip here is when people say to me after the treatment, oh my God, that was amazing. I don't know how to thank you. So many people say that to me. I butt in and say, oh, actually, there is one way you can thank me. It would really help me if you left me an online review. And I say to them very honestly, actually, it would just help me in my business. And see if they appreciate you and your service, and you put it like that, human to human, it would help me and my business. I would really appreciate it. People are going to do it. Coming back to the SEO, to answer your question, yes, 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 yes. Break down your treatments that you offer, have an individual page for them, and make sure each of these pages are SEO optimized. So if it's a page on sports massage, you know, it's going to be davetaylormassage.co.uk/sports massage. The top of the page is going to say sports massage, probably the town that you offer it in. And content is king. If you offer pregnancy massage in Sutton, but your website barely mentions the word pregnancy massage or Sutton, then Google's going to have no idea, Google itself, that you offer pregnancy massage in Sutton. So content is king with regards to that. My advice with that, it's worth paying an SEO expert a few £100 to optimize your website. It will just pay off in dividends with regards to that. Rosemary, have I got 1 more minute to make one last point?
I'll give you 1 more minute.
Thanks. One more. I mentioned sports massage. One final thing I would say to you is this. Don't get caught up on labels when it comes to being what type of therapist you are. You know, some people think, oh, well, I need to learn sports massage or whatever. Look, in this country, in the UK, people don't use labels in the way that they think you do. So, for example, people call me up all the time and they say, oh, I'd like to book a sports massage. I did a little test and I said to people for quite a few months, oh yeah, I can help you with that. What particular sport are you doing right now that you need assistance with? And the answer always was, oh, I work at Tesco's and I'm stressed, my back hurts. So in other words, people use sports massage as a term for deep tissue or therapeutic. So don't get too bogged down on that. And very often when people ask for sports massage, what's really clear is what they don't want. They're specifically saying sports massage because they don't want Simon or Sandra in the beauty salon with the dolphins behind them and the lovely soft towels. They want something that's more therapeutic in nature. Thank you.
And I was just saying to Deb on the chat here that we had a chat. If you go to our YouTube channel, anyone who's interested in local SEO, because that's what you're really talking about.
Yeah.
We had a talk by a guy called Josh Hammett, whose whole business is about local SEO. And he has some kind of downloadable thing where you can assess your website and saying, am I mentioning where I am here,
Perfect.
here? It's a fantastic resource to go there, because that is what is going to make a difference and make sure that people find you and they know exactly what you're doing. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, you're welcome. You take care. Thanks, Rosemary.
It's a pleasure, Dave.
Oh, was the shirt okay, by the way?
The shirt is lovely.
Thank you.
You make sure anybody who's on Facebook who wants to just have got any questions for Dave that come up because they're watching later, Dave, if you can put maybe your page in there so that they can just send you any questions that they've got for you, that would be fantastic. Okay, bye Dave, thank you very much.
Bye.
So for everyone here, we are next on at 1:45, and we've got Nick Torrey. Nick actually trained with Dave, and he's going to be taking you through a really fantastic self-massage routine that he's developed, especially during lockdown. So I will be back then.